Warning: the video you are about to watch may be detrimental to your sanity and the sanity of those around you. It is recommended that the following video be viewed in the light of day, with another person near you, and sitting in a stable chair with a means of communication nearby. Failure to heed these warnings may result in chills, nightmares, bouts of insanity, and/or supernatural experiences. For the duration of this video, you will be covered by fright insurance in case of a heart attack. However, once you are finished viewing, the fright insurance will cease, and I will not be responsible for any after effects. Per Article 17, Subsection 5 of your fright insurance plan, a fright break will be given halfway through the video in order to calm your heart and reevaluate your situation. Now sit back and enjoy the journey. Hey all you cool ghouls and friendly fiends, welcome to the Crypt of Classics, sponsored by House of the Unusual. I'm Joe and I am here to talk about 13 Ghosts today from 1960. So what I just read to you was a gimmick similar to what would have been used by William Castle in the 60s. So he was, if you guys know about William Castle, he was kind of like the king of gimmicks, you know, in the 50s, 60s, and even into the 70s, gimmicks were a big thing. Sometimes a director or narrator would warn the audience of potential hazards of continuing to view the film. Some theaters even had props such as buzzing chairs, an ambulance crew waiting outside the doors, and even audience participation, such as in the movie Mr. Sardonicus, which we all know came out in 1961. But there was no other filmmaker in order to promote his movies that took advantage of the public sphere more than William, the King of Castle, the King of Gimmicks Castle. I'm sure he was king of his castle as well. But his best and spookiest gimmick, in my opinion, my humble opinion, were the illusional glasses, which I have a pair right here. These are an original pair of illusional glasses that were used for the 1960 movie 13 Ghosts. Just like in his previous movie, The Tingler of 1960, Mr. Castle enjoyed bringing the audience along for the ride. So real quick, and we'll get back into these. So 13 Ghosts is a supernatural horror film released by Columbia Pictures on June 22nd, 1960, and stars Rosemary DeCamp, John Van Drielen, Margaret Hamilton, who's one of my favorite classic actresses, Charles Herbert, Martin Milner, Joe Morrow, and Donald Woods. It was directed and produced by William Castle, written by Rob White, and had an estimated budget of $1.5 million. So real quick, just a brief synopsis of the movie. Reclusive Dr. Zorba has died and left his eerie mansion to his penniless nephew Cyrus Zorba and his family. Along with the house, the Zorba family has also inherited the occultist collection of 13 ghosts, who can only be seen through Zorba's special goggles. The family members, their lives at risk upon the discovery of Zorba's fortune lies hidden somewhere in the house, receive aid from unexpected quarters as the threat to their lives is revealed. So before the movie started, audience members were given a pair of these exact illusional glasses as a prop to be used. The top portion contained a red cellophane strip and was labeled Ghost Viewer. So it says, "This is a ghost viewer. To see them, look through here." The bottom blue strip of cellophane was labeled Ghost Remover. So William Castle, he instructed the audiences before the movie, when a blue filter covers the screen, use the red lens. If you don't believe in ghosts or are too afraid, look through the blue lens. So even if you didn't have a pair of these, and all they are is just, if you don't have one of these, you could just use regular 3D glasses and just use one eye to look through the lens. But during the movie, so they had there would be a blue a filter that would come across the screen, and even if you didn't have these, you could still see the ghosts. They were real kind of light red, so you were able to see them just a little bit. But these definitely help out a lot because the ghosts are very spectacular, especially for the 60s. They're pretty spooky. There's some really crazy ones in there. So you definitely want to try to use these or 3D glasses if you have them. One other thing about the movie I thought was really cool, aside from Mr. Castle talking to people beforehand, was the fact that my favorite actress, Margaret Hamilton, is in it, and there's more than a few references to her as the Wicked Witch of the West in The Wizard of Oz. Everybody knows that movie and her part in that, but there is a few things that they throw in there that I guess we would call them Easter eggs now, but they were in there. I think they call her a witch at one time. Ask her if she's the house witch. There's some really cool ones, and it was nice to see that thrown in there. And I think it paid really respect to her and her character that she played in the Wizard of Oz. So that was really cool. The rest of the family was it almost plays like a sitcom kind of, and it's comedic at some points in the story, because you have this guy who he's penniless, he has no money, and it's almost like the family's like, oh well, we're broke again, time to move. We have no furniture. They're taking the furniture again, and it's kind of odd, but if you're a fan and if you watch some of the sitcoms from the 50s and 60s, it is almost like a sitcom in movie form. It's a very quick movie, goes by really fast. I love the story, love the special effects, and I love how it doesn't take itself too seriously. It is just a fun popcorn movie, like I think most of William Castle's movies are, and I think that's the way that he wanted them. He didn't want a straight terror movie. He wanted you to come in and have a good time with it, and I think that's a reason why he always had these gimmicks, because he was having fun with you, fun with the audience, and he wanted you to feel a part of his universe that he was creating in there. So, also in last Halloween's issue of Scary Monsters, it was issue number 118. I do have a article in here on 13 Ghosts. It's on page 97. I get a little bit more in depth on some aspects of the movie. So that's what the first page looks like. If you want to check it out, mymoviemonsters.com does have back issues of it. 118 is there and available. It's a great article. It gets a little bit more into the movie, a little bit about the actors and some of the gimmicks that were used. So definitely check that out. So that's all I really want to say about 13 Ghosts. I don't want to do too much of a review, because there's reviews out there, there's books out there on it. You guys could all find that it would just be redundant. I just kind of wanted to give you my little take on the movie and what I thought about it. Out of 5 stars, I would have to say this is a solid 4.5 maybe. Depending on what day of the week you catch me, but I would say about 4 to 4.5. Maybe, yeah. Well, we'll go 4.5 today. Today we'll go 4.5. Catch me in a week. It might be higher, it might be lower, but we'll say 4.5 because I do like the special effects of the ghosts. I thought they were well done, very freaky. The story was good. Margaret Hamilton's in it, and you get to use this, which is really cool. And I tell you what, when I did the research for Scary Monsters 118 and I was watching the movie for the first time, I watched them without these because I didn't have anything, and I couldn't find my 3D glasses. So when I got these in, I said, man, I can't wait to watch the movie. So I cracked me a cold beer, and it was about 1 in the morning. I'm sitting in my basement watching it, and I'm using these to look through and see the ghosts, and it made such a huge difference. It was very cool to sit there and actually feel like you're part of the movie using these every time it came up to see the ghosts. So definitely fun. So like I said, if you don't have a viewer, you can find some 3D glasses and they work just as fine. Not the new 3D glasses, the old 3D glasses with the red and blue cellophane. So that's all I got for this week for our Crypt of Classics. Please subscribe to our channel here at House of the Unusual. Like our videos. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this movie. Did you like it? Didn't you like it? What was your favorite ghost? Who was your favorite actor in it? What did you think about it? Let us know in here. You could also go over to houseoftheunusual.com. In our forum section, we have Crypt of Classics, where you could let us know about this movie as well. And every week on House of the Unusual podcast, I will be giving a new movie for you guys out there to check out. And then the following week on YouTube, I will be presenting a video with just my little spiel about the movie. Like I said, I don't want to get too much into a review because there's already stuff out there like that. I just want to give my little say-so about the movie, what I thought about it, and that's pretty much it, and just talk to you guys out there. So check us out, houseoftheunusual.com. Join our free forum. Check us out every Thursday. We have a new podcast that comes out every week. We're on there, and it's just us talking about stuff that we enjoy talking about. Classic movies, classic TV shows, novelty toys, classic toys, movie posters, all that fun stuff. So, and if you want to be a guest on the show and you got some stuff you want to talk about, drop us a line at houseoftheunusual.com and we'll get you on and we'll have good conversation. So guys, thanks out there for joining us. Once again, we will be here every week with a new video. We also got Chuck's Corner, and Eddie's got some great videos coming out. So thanks for stopping by and thank you for supporting us.